Hello. So I'm super excited. We are starting our space exploration project. Today is the rough draft, the brainstorm day, if you will. Several things are going to be a part of this unit. So you're going to have to pay attention every day so you make sure and understand what's going on that day. Okay. The main idea of this project is for you to explore future space exploration. So the things that we're going to need to know are a lot like the history that you looked at yesterday in your gallery walk PowerPoint. We had Explorer 1, we've got Project Gemini, the International Space Station. If you didn't get to talk about these or look at these in your PowerPoint, we talked about them in class, and it's okay because you had 3 that you talked about. So we're going to do the same thing that you looked at yesterday with the history, only now you are in charge of the future of space exploration. Does that make sense? So you're going to come up with your own mission for going to space, not right now, but in the future. And you're going to have to come up with a couple of things, just like what you researched yesterday on the history. Your project, you have to have a mission name. So down below, there's a question that says, what is your mission's name? Come up with a name. What is the main goal or purpose of your mission? So the International Space Station, for example, is in orbit around the Earth, and it is a space laboratory. It's a microgravity laboratory where they do all kinds of lab experiments. The space shuttle. If you looked at the space shuttle, you'll know this already, but the main goal or purpose of the space shuttle was to act like the 18-wheeler, if you will, of space travel. So it carried all kinds of things up to space, like the International Space Station and that, so they could use those things to make the space station. Let's see. We've got Project Apollo. Oh, yes, we learned about Project Apollo on Monday whenever we watched that movie with Buzz Aldrin, and they talked about their moon landing and all that cool stuff. So Project Apollo, President John F. Kennedy, said that we're going to get to the moon before the end of this decade, and he was speaking about in 1960s, and they did. So 1969, the guys went up and landed on the moon. So your mission or goal is not going to be one of those. You got to come up with your own mission. Where do you want to go? What's your goal? What are you going to do when you get there? You with me? Even if you don't go, I mean, your mission. You know what I'm saying? Who are the important people going to be with your mission? Are you going to have astronauts? Are you going to be an astronaut? Are you going to send turtles? Like, what's the goal? Like, who's going? Who are the people? What kind of technology is the next question? So your technology and equipment. Don't just think you've got to be on a space shuttle. Don't just think you've got to be in a capsule, because that's what they were in for Apollo. You can come up with whatever you want. I mean, like, use your imagination. Come up with some form of something that can travel through space and complete your goal. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to another planet and you want to cruise around on the planet, you might want to come up with like a future type rover, something that does something really, really cool, like that. I don't know. Use your imagination, come up with something cool. Is your mission going to be manned or unmanned? Are there going to be people in whatever space vehicle you create? Or is it going to be done remotely? Like, are the people going to be here on Earth and then just talking back and forth remotely through the computer? That's what I want to know. Is that manned or unmanned? The next is dates your mission will occur. So how far in the future do you think it's going to be possible for this to happen? Do you think we can do it in the next 10 years? Next 20 years? Maybe the next 100 years? Whatever you think, that's what I want you to put for your dates your mission occurred. Last but not least, we're going to talk about the appearance of whatever it is that you decide. So for today, the mission name, main goal, purpose, important people, technology, manned or unmanned, and dates the mission occurred. So that's what you need to come up with today. But I also need to tell you that the appearance of your poster or project is going to be very important. So if you come up with and call that a rover, you're not going to pass. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to have to put some effort behind it. We're going to have days to work on this project, so I want you to take your time, okay? Do a good job. Make it neat and creative and colorful, and just, it'll be good, okay? You are able to either create a poster, and I'll post some pictures below for you to look at of posters that kids made last year and the year before for me, just so you can look at them and kind of see what they have. Or you can use some STEM stuff. And I hope you know what I'm talking about when I mean like STEM stuff. So I saved my paper towel roll right here. That might make a pretty good rocket, maybe. I mean, if you need to, I don't know. You could use a box. You could use some yarn, some aluminum foil. You could use paper clips or rubber bands or a poster board and cut stuff out and tape it all together and make it into some kind of something that you want to go up into space and do whatever it is that you want it to do. Use your imagination. Be creative. I'm going to show you guys pictures of what the kids here in class come up with next week, but they hadn't started on theirs yet. They're going to start today, the same day you will, with just their rough draft stuff. Okay, so there's your information on the project. Last but not least, the very last question today says, did you send me a picture of your rough draft of your poster or your project? So on a piece of paper, this is what the kids here are going to have. You can just have a piece of notebook paper. I need you to draw whatever it is you're going to create. Whether you're going to make, whatever it is you're going to make, draw me a picture of it, and then you do not have the option of not sending me the picture. You must send the picture. That is worth 5 points of today's assignment, is you sending me the picture. You all know how to do that by now. If you have any problems, how are you going to find out the answers to that? You're going to email Miss McCoy, okay, or ask me in the questions channel, and we'll get you in touch with the tech people so that they can walk you through the process of taking a picture and emailing it to somebody. But I'm pretty sure all of you already know how to do it. So it's not an option. You have to. That is part of this project. Part of your points for today's grade is sending me the picture of your rough draft. Okay, now that is it for today. Tomorrow we're going to start building the project, and I'll have some more things for you to do tomorrow, and then we're going to work Thursday. You should be finished building or creating or coloring by Friday, and then on Monday we're going to present, and you're going to present to me using a Flipgrid. We will teach you how to do that in case you don't already know, so don't stress about that. But for today, that is it. You're going to tell me these 5 things about your project, and you will send me the rough draft. Okay? Y'all are amazing, and we will see you later.